This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Golden State Warriors.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Rush in at the small forward.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Bosh with the buck. Curry against Dragic. Deflects the pass and stolen by Whiteside. To the inside, here's Wade. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
right. He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Now here's Thompson. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Green, no luck.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Wade kicks to Bosh. For Chris Bosh last year had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Clock at 6. Bang for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection. You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone, and I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Now here's Curry after Dwayne Wade's miss. Bogut, that's good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Wade against Curry. And it's Wade penetrating. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wade's got 9.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
The pass to Dang. The feed now to Bosh. Outside Dang. Pass to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Wade. It's stolen by Curry. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosh touched it last. And the Warriors Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Here's Curry, and he hits it to tie the game up. Curry's got 8 points.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Now Curry, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside from deep. Bogut with a screen on Deng. Iguodala the pass to Bogut. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wade with no one around. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Iguodala kicks to Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here we go with Deng running it up the floor. And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Dwayne Wade.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Bogut. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Wade kicks to Dragic. Back to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And Miami has possession. Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Deng. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Deng's got his second basket of the night.
Great pass by Bosh there.
The Warriors trail. Now Curry. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
The Heat have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Dragic dishes to Deng. It's tipped. Curry is inside. He's covered by Deng. And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got 12 points in the game. Wade for 3. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Curry with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's no good. Told us about his comfort.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Dwayne Wade continues Clark to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
And both free throws good for Spates.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skills.
There's Dragic with the three. The shot no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Green passes to Curry. They grab their own miss. Miami leading by 6. But drive by Wade. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Spates. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Bosh with another miss.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wade outside, from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Wade's got 22.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
As opposed to the first quarter, they're doing a much better job from behind the arc here in the second. They're starting to heat up a little bit, percolate from behind that three-point line, and as a result, they're chipping away at that lead.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Iguodala against Wade, stolen by Bosh. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Heat have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Livingston dishes to Green. And a miss there on the triple. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to New York. Deng passes to Wade. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That's a 2 from Deng. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Pass to Barnes. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Wade from outside. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Livingston kicks to Barnes. With a floater, it's deflected, and he's able to get it back. The Heat with the lead. Outside, Dragic. Wade from outside, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's now 28 points for Wade.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Whiteside. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. And it's Thompson in for Draymond Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Anderson's shot is off.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Anderson.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Eight seconds left here in the second. Launches it. Can't hit. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Rush in at the small forward position. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And finished off by Bogut.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Wade against Thompson. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Bogut the pass to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Just 4 to shoot. Deep 2 from Rush. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Rush has got his first 2 points of the night. The Heat leading by 8. Wade double team. Down low. Tries to save it. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
Taking a look here at numbers for Dragic. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson.
Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. And he's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And talking about Chris Anderson, he was actually out of the league for a couple years, reinstated back in 2008. And apparently the time off helped. He finished second in the league in blocked shots going back to that season.
And Kevin, the thing I remember most about Chris Anderson, the 2005 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. He unsuccessfully tried the same dunk 8 times. Count them, 8.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Double teamed on Wade. The dish to Dang. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 10, pushing it up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Luol Deng.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 15 points and a couple of nice steals, too. He is in complete control of this game.
Clark, you're on the money with that one. It's all going his way.
Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Anderson against Spates. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. And he gets it to go. Here's Curry. He's got 17. Kicks to Clark. The drive by Green, and it's blocked by Dang. In transition, here comes Miami, and that one's good. And it's a 9-point Heat lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Spates makes a big high bounce and goes in. Spates has got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Feeds to Curry. He dishes it to Rush from the arc. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight. The Heat leading by 4. Passes it to Wade. Warriors with the rebound. Spates has got his 5th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wow, just a 2-point Heat lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that one's good by Clark.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
A 3 from Anderson. Rush grabs the miss. He kicks to Curry. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Bosh. And no. And here is Curry. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Anderson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Bogut. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Curry, here we go. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so Thompson nails both of them.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Wade sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Heat shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Lets it go from deep. That is good. Wade's got 5 points now in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The pass to Barnes. From outside the arc. Curry with another miss.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
It's stolen by Bogut. Now here's Iguodala. Open shot, Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Can't hit. Curry with some nice D.
Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
Iguodala, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. No luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we...
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. There's the bucket. Good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Out to the right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Warriors trail by 5. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Wade on the wing, guarded by Curry. Curry with the defensive effort.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Nobody near Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Warriors. There's Dragic with the 3. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
So they take the lead. And that's now 9 points for Barnes. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
A drive by Iguodala, stolen by Anderson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Wade slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Green is checked in for Barnes. .110 left to play in the final quarter. Iguodala, no good.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
No good from Bogut. Wade drives in. Yes!
Watch out. D. Wade has caught fire.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 2. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. He feeds it to Green. Sinks it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Out to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Bang for 3. Trains it from downtown.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson inside the line. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 3. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Wade gets the bucket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Boom, 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 boom. That's right, Ernie, instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets to the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.